Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys on the front, man.
Say Big Boss, K-Pro, Top Box. Fuck about soliloquy, me, tutorials don't lag. Good people do not self. Caught him in the 5 live, maybe met a peak game, metaphors will swing. Your boy at the gym. But I've been hanging with my wife. Today her birthday. So I was hanging with my wife all day. But let's talk boxing. Vergil Ortiz and Boots, will it happen? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna answer that. Y'all let me know in the comment section. From what I'm hearing, I don't think so. Right? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen next. You got Oscar De La Hoya, who's kind of like, he don't seem 100% sure. I don't think he 100% believes in Vergil Ortiz. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he believes in Vergil Ortiz in certain matchups, but I think he know. Oscar De La Hoya not stupid, bro. He know. You know what I'm saying? He know. You know, it's just Vergil is his fighter. So he gotta back his fighter. But he know. Right? That's why he made the comment. And I'm gonna post a link to the description for the video, for the press conference. When they asked him, hey, Oscar, do you think you're gonna make that Vergil Ortiz and Boots fight? He was like, we'll see. You know, I gotta sit down and talk with Eddie. That's why I told them don't come to the fight, because they might not fight him. Like all that dancing around. I don't think he know Vergil can't win that fight, bro. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get. Okay, I think he look at Vergil, he believes in Vergil to an extent, but in certain matchups, right? So I wouldn't be shocked if the Vergil Ortiz Boots fight don't happen next. You might see Boots fighting somebody else. You might see Vergil fighting somebody else, right? I'm just being real with you. I'm telling you, or they probably gonna tell him to go another route, and they're gonna be like, oh, we couldn't come to terms. I'm telling you, don't be shocked that fight don't happen next. Okay? I'm just being real with y'all. You know? It's a possibility, right? Because now they done face off, the public is there. It's a very high possibility that these fights could get made. But at the same time, it's like, I don't see that fight happening next. I'm not finna cap. I ain't finna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real about it. Okay? Vergil Ortiz after the fight, you know, was kind of asked the same question. And he was just like, I don't know. You know, if the Boots fight don't happen, I want to fight Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. I said, come on, bro. Look, your mindset need to be Boots. That's it. You still talk about Terrence Crawford. Bro, for starters, Terrence Crawford ain't finna fight you, man. Right? It's not happening, because he's gonna stop you, bro. Terrence Crawford will beat the brakes off Vergil Ortiz. Right? That's what I'm saying. And I get it, like, you want to share the ring, and I get it. As a fighter, you want to fight the best fights, right? You want to be and share the ring with these guys. But at the end of the day, it's that fight ain't happening. You could take the L out of love. It's over. You're not getting that fight. It's not happening, bro. Crawford at 68, right? And he said the only weight class he'll come down to is 60, right? So even if he agreed to fight you, what would you have to get this man to fight you? Nothing. You have nothing to entice this man to fight you. Crawford, you got to have something he want. You got to have money, like, you know what I'm saying, star power, aura, belts. You got to have something that he want. That's the only way he fight people. He don't fight people just to fight people. You know what I'm saying? That's why he ain't fight Teofimo Lopez. That's why for the longest he ain't fight you got to have something he want. Right? Crawford is like a jewel thief. Right? Or a robber. If you got something he want, he gonna fight you, because he gonna take it from you. Then give it back to you. Hey man, GG man, good fight, man. Good game. Here go your belts, man. You did good, man. You did good, man. Here go your belts. Here you go, man. You good? All right. Yeah, you all right? All right. Good job. That nigga pat you on your back, man. That nigga beat you up, then pat you on the back. Hey, man, good game, man. hey, man, good job. You looking at that nigga like, hey, bro, get away from me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, man, you a heck of a fighter, man. You one of my favorite fighters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. What? And the whole Errol Spence talk, we ain't finna go down that road, bro. Like, bro, like, why are they still calling out Errol and they still calling out Terrence Crawford? Like, it's like they, you know, it's like Errol, we don't know what he doing. And I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm sorry. Y'all not finna like what I'm finna say. Errol Spence, Errol Spence will come back and beat the brakes off Vergil Ortiz. That goes to show you how mediocre Vergil Ortiz. And it's no disrespect to him. He's a good fighter. But it's nothing. He's straight up, like Floyd said about Triple G, he's straight up and down, no side effects, bro. When I watch Vergil Ortiz, he's there to be hit, bro. He's there to be hit. That's all I'm going to say. He's an offensive guy. He's a big guy. He applies pressure. He want to land power shots on you. And and like I said, he's a good fighter. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. But I'm just saying he don't do nothing to where you like, man, you know, he don't do nothing, bro. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I think he can beat a lot of, you know, guys who are movers and pure boxers at 54. But, you know, you get in there with like all kind of dudes that got an all-around game to them, like, nah. I'm sorry. You know, I think Crawford destroys him. I think it'll be competitive until it's not. Right? I think it'll be competitive early because of the style of fight that Errol fights. But then, like, you just gonna see Errol kind of take over. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Right? If they was to fight. But I don't really like talking about, you know, the whole Errol thing, because we don't even know if Errol coming back. That's why I sit there and say, like, why they keep mentioning this nigga name, bro? This man is like, he showed up to the fight yesterday, but like, bro, he chilling, bro. Like, he enjoying his family. You know what I mean? That's what it is. He enjoying his family. He chilling. He ain't trying to do too much, man. He chilling. He come back when he ready. You know? But when it come down to just Boots, I don't get that vibe that fight gonna happen next. And truthfully, if the fight got made, I got Boots by stoppage. I'm just being real with you. I think Boots, man, he got too much in his arsenal, bro. Too much in his arsenal. I feel like Vergil Ortiz, you know, in that particular fight, it's a fight where, you know, he's outgunned, right? Vergil Ortiz will come to the table with, you know, with what he got, right? Which is that pressure style, which is the power. But I just feel like in that fight, he's outgunned. He would really have to handicap Boots. And the thing about that is you would have to deal with Boots in orthodox and southpaw, right? So, like, you would have to really handicap him in that fight. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. I don't know if he got the IQ to do that. I'm just being real. Vergil Ortiz is kind of like a guy who just come forward and applies that mental pressure on you and land and places his shots on you. That's the type of fighter he is. He's not a guy that uses IQ to outthink you and all that. He don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that's more like, okay, I'm going to place my shots. I'm going to apply pressure on you. I'm going to cut the ring off. I'm going to try to pin you on the ropes and land shots, right? But you in there with a Boots who know how to fight off the ropes, who can move, who can fight on the inside, you know? And I get it. Boots got the resume that Vergil Ortiz has, right? We being real about it. He don't. But I'm sorry. I got Boots in that one. You know what I mean? But do I think these two will fight? No. I don't think these two will fight. I don't think Vergil Ortiz and Boots will fight. I think that if anything, I feel like these two probably gonna be fighting other people. That's the vibe I get. I don't get the vibe that, oh, they're gonna fight each other and that's the fight that's next and they're gonna make it happen. I think there's gonna be hiccups. I think it's gonna be more on the Golden Boy side. They're gonna try to put it on Eddie Hearn and them, but I don't think De La Hoya believes in Vergil Ortiz 100%. I think he believes in him in certain matchups, but Oscar De La Hoya, no, bro. Oscar De La Hoya, no. He can look at a guy and be like, yeah, he gonna be a problem. He knows. Just like when Ryan Garcia fought Tank, he didn't want Ryan to fight Tank at that time. And remember, they asked him, right? Like, way before that was even a thing. Before they even the fight was signed. They was like, do you think Ryan Garcia could beat Tank? He said, oh no, Tank's a beast. This kind of the same scenario with Vergil Ortiz, right? I'm just being real. That's just what I feel. That's what I won't say what I feel. That's what I see. When I look at Vergil Ortiz, he there to be hit, bro. You know what I mean? And Boots is, you know, some people may make the argument Boots is, but I think it's more or less because Boots chooses to, right? I think Boots, once he get in that flow state, it's not gonna be close, you know. It's not gonna be close. I'm sorry, it's not gonna be close, bro. And I fool with Boots, I fool with Vergil Ortiz, you know. But I just think that that's not a favorable matchup, you know. But that's what the fans want. That's what we want to see. We want to see Boots versus Vergil, but I don't think that's gonna happen next, right? I don't think that's what's gonna happen next. I think that fight, I'm just being real with you, it's gonna be some hiccups. We might have a situation to where it might get stalled another year, maybe in 2027. You know what I'm saying? You know, remember this video. Now, if it happened, hey man, like, it is what it is. I'll stand on my 10, but I don't think that fight gonna happen next. You know, now I ain't gonna lie, I want to see Boots and Vergil should be the fight next, but I would love to see Charlo versus Vergil. I think that's a very good fight, right? Good clash on styles, good style matchup. I would love to see that. I would love to see Charlo, you know, versus Boots too. I think Charlo will beat Boots though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I know some people gonna be like, what? That's that Texas talk. Vergil Ortiz from Texas, and I'm picking Boots to beat Vergil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I picked Terrence Crawford to beat Vergil Ortiz. And Vergil Ortiz from Texas. So let's just keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So we shall see though. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all think Boots versus Vergil will be next? Let's go.